Maker Band, how are you?
Good, very good.
Very good, thanks.
It's lovely to see you.
Lovely to
Congratulations on your album Dead Ends and Avenues. It's fantastic, right there.
To the point.
Careful you
Cheers.
don't drop it. It's had some really good reviews as well. I read one yesterday from the Daily Express, which gave it really high ratings. So
National,
fantastic.
yeah, national.
Really well. 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
4 out of 5.
Yeah.
What more do you want?
Don't know what
5 out of 5.
6 out of 5.
No, no one wants 5 out of 5, too much. So you're happy with the response so far?
Yeah, it's been very good. A lot of good response from this country and over in the States. Yeah, really good. Very
Good.
happy.
What are they saying in the States?
Come to the States.
They are literally all screaming, come to the States and come and play.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I think you go really well there, definitely.
Yeah,
especially in like
I think so.
Nashville or something like that, you do really well.
Yeah, I hope so. Like, a lot of people say in the southern states, but I think New York's got a pretty good scene as well. So
Yeah.
that'd be quite cool.
Have you guys played in America yet?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Have you played over there?
I once drunkenly did a DJ set in a pub.
Did you?
Yeah.
I never knew this.
Yeah, it was. I knew the barman and he was like, "Do you want to just do some DJing?" And I was like, "I haven't got anything." He goes, "Just plug your phone in." It's one of those sort of things. So, so I just streamed like
So
stuff.
you had massive gaps in between each song.
Oh no, I don't know.
And the text message came through halfway through.
Your mum called halfway through.
It's the best day of my life, guys. You just undermined it.
So I want to ask, why is it called Dead Ends and Avenues? Where did that name come from?
There's a track on the album called Dead Ends and Avenues, which I think, as a song, pretty much sums up our sound. It's a bit of a driving tune. Everyone gets a good moment in it. It's like a good, awesome solo at the end, and it's a driving bass line all the way.
Came out of the jam as well.
Came out of the jam, which is kind of how we write everything.
Big end.
Big end, a big coda at the end, which we seem to do a lot of. We're like an outro that goes on forever.
I thought it was something really depressing when I heard Dead Ends and Avenues. I thought, oh my god.
No,
do some dark
It's actually quite a
things.
positive song.
Yeah, it's pretty much the opposite.
Yeah.
It's sort of a song. It's almost a little bit about the industry and that kind of always trying to knock down doors and not getting anywhere. And then at the end of every sort of dead end, something positive seems to happen. So similar with it. We've had a few offers over the years that never came to fruition, and then we got this deal with Kidder. That was kind of the avenue in all the dead ends that we've had. And so it's a song about hope, really. It's like a positive.
Positive.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice. So you've released quite a few EPs before this album. Why do you think now's the time to do the album?
We've run out of songs.
Yeah, we did 2 EPs, 5 tracks on each, just to kind of get people.
We had so much material,
Yeah,
didn't
we went into that studio and recorded about 15, 16 songs, and we've got sort of 10 demos that we thought were good enough to put out for people to buy or stream or whatever you do these days. So so we just had so much material. We thought let's do 2 EPs and then do the best 12 on an album, which is what we've done.
Fantastic.
I think it's the best 12.
It's better to wait, I think, and then you've got something that you really, really love, which is good.
Yeah.
You recorded the album at the legendary studios, Rockfield Studios
We did.
in Wales. How was that?
Amazing, just amazing. The fact that you live there and you're there constantly, and if, as you know yourself, if you're recording something and it sometimes is not happening, so you've got the freedom there to just go, right, let's put this down, let's go have a beer, cup of tea, whatever. Then, if at 10 o'clock at night you're feeling it, go into the studio and start recording. So it was great.
It's literally 24 hours, isn't it? You
Yeah.
can, any time the inspiration takes you, you can wander into the studio and they'll start recording you. It's
My God.
Wake the engineer up. Come on.
I bet there were some pretty hardcore 4 in-the-morning sessions.
some of them will never get released as well.
We have got a recording.
We've got some demos for like the next album recorded at 4 o'clock in the morning at Rockfield. So,
I know, I'd imagine so.
Yeah.
Because there's Stone Roses recorded there, Kasabian, who else was recorded
Oasis.
there? Oasis as well.
I mean,
Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
70s bands.
It's
were all
insane.
Could you feel the history in the walls when you were recording?
You really can. It's a little bit run down, if I can say that without being negative, but a little bit sort of.
It's got a faded glamour thing about it,
but
hasn't it?
it's
It's a nice way of saying it.
Yeah, that is a good
That's pretty
idea.
nice.
Album title, isn't it?
Faded glamour. Yeah.
Next one.
But no, it's a great place.
And the guy that runs the place is telling you stories, isn't he, all the way through about other
Yeah.
bands that have been there.
So
and
Nick
other
Bryan,
bands.
who was the co-produced the album and was the main engineer, he worked with the Stone Roses, Oasis, and he was like a protege of
Owen Morris?
Owen Morris.
Yeah.
So he was there for all those great albums, and like, tell us about that.
So how did you get involved with Nick? How did that
Good
happen?
question.
He saw us play at an awards ceremony we was playing at. He liked us and said, "We should do some work together."
I think we initially went and had a little go. And he was working at a studio in Norwich called Leaders Farm, which was a property owned by the Darkness.
Okay.
So we went and stayed there and recorded a couple of bits. And it was like, I also work at Rockfield. Do you want to come there? And we were like, Rockfield?
You're like, well, see if I can fit it in.
That was like, that's the dream place, I think, for us. We was of all the studios in the
couldn't
country.
treat a better studio for ourselves, really.
Yeah.
Just little things. Sorry, like you put echo on my drums. I was like, is that just from the computer? He's like, no, I've got echo chambers.
Yeah, and he showed us
like, what?
whole room.
Huge cavernous rooms.
Place, and they've got little rooms filled like smooth walls with big speakers in and a microphone in front of it. And they pump it in, just get real echo.
Gosh.
And then play it back into the tape machine.
Real old school. No, I mean, they've got digital stuff, but they've got the real McCoy. You know.
Well, I guess that suits your style quite a lot as well.
Massively,
Sort of
definitely,
sounds, so that's sort of the perfect match for you guys as well.
It was awesome.
What kind of stories did he tell you about people he'd worked with?
Oh,
Was
God,
there some
I
funny
can't
things
say.
that went on in the...
Well, we was
That's what I want to hear.
walking between a couple of the studios, and he went just casually, "Oh, that's the door that Liam put a cricket bat through when he's chasing Noel, and they've got it still sitting there. They took it off and replaced it. There's a hole with a cricket bat in it." Just
Stop
And
it.
there's the guitar, obviously, as well. One night, I think Liam and Noel had an argument.
Yeah.
No.
So Liam went down into the studio, picked up Noel's guitar and smashed it into pieces. And then when Nick came down in the morning and went, that's actually one of my guitars. So Noel said, "Oh mate, I feel really bad. Do you want me to replace it?" And Nick said, "Where's the guitar you wrote Wonderwall on?" And he's still got it. So he gave it to him and he's still got it there. So we had to put it on there.
I was going to say, I hope
it is on there.
Yeah, the whole was the story that was used, and also the MTV Unplugged. That's that acoustic guitar. So we pretty much finished the album, I think. So we put it as a guitar on the last track of the album called "Little Bit of Soul." Closes the album. We just overlaid this beautiful acoustic guitar. And it just the sound of it's amazing. I don't think it's the most expensive guitar in the world.
It's a decent.
it's a good one, but it's insured for like 40 grand upwards now.
He's had offers from Japanese businessmen for crazy money.
That's his sort of that's his backup, isn't it?
I think it might be.
Yeah. That's when he gets old.
If this doesn't do that well, sell the guitar's guitar.
So what was the recording process like with him? You guys did it. I read somewhere that you guys did it all pretty much live, almost.
Yeah,
Recorded it in
we
about
record
2
most
weeks
of it
or
live.
something?
Yeah. We'll go in and do like play as a band in a room, get the bare bones there. Sometimes we'll keep the original vocal, the guide vocal. Quite a few of them have been kept, so we'll go in and do some tambourines or a bit of overdubs with keys or whatever we want.
Get some bongos on there.
Lots of percussion.
Nice.
The Rockfield's really good because they've got like big long room and they've got the drum room, which is great.
Which is one of the best sounding drum rooms
in
the world. It's amazing.
So for a drummer, it's like holy grail for me. But they've got a big glass separated bit where the others can stand the other side. So even though you get separation, you're still playing live and can see each other, so you feel like you're playing live.
That's great.
We work a lot on visual sort of cues and stuff, don't we? Like on stage.
We've recorded it in the past, haven't we? Where we've been in different rooms. It's really hard.
Tell me what happens when you get silly. What happens?
Well,
they got naked. They recorded naked. Yeah.
All right, let's roll this back. What do you think?
It wasn't naked. It wasn't naked.
I think there were several bad takes, and you was like, "Let's try something."
Let's try it in our pants.
I said, "Let's get funky," and John said, "Let's get naked."
Wow, well that's how he gets funky. So.
Yeah. We were in the other room, so we didn't see it. We heard it,
but you smell any of it.
Oh no!
Cut that bit out.
I'm not quite sure what that means, but let's move on from that. So it took you 2 weeks to record the album. Did you get time to go back on things, that your songs you recorded, or did you want to just keep it really live with a few little sort of
We revisited a few things, didn't we?
For mixing though, wasn't it?
Mixing mainly.
Yeah, it's mainly mixing. We did a couple of different mixes on it. We weren't happy with the first one.
Nick's really good in the sense that he pretty much records everything. Even when he's going, let's just get a sound for the room, and you go and then start mucking around, he's rolling all the time.
Yeah.
And you go, oh right, because there's stuff you can use in that. And so there was loads of
we
stuff
wanted to keep it quite fresh. We didn't want to keep recording over and over again. There's a point in a song's life where you've got to go, that's it, that's done.
Definitely.
Otherwise, there'd be points in all these songs where we'd go, let's do that whole song again. I think.
Well, you get a bit picky, don't you? You go, oh, that doesn't sound right.
You stop having an opinion as well after too long. I think you get those songs you've sat there and listened to it about 15, 16 times, it starts to lose all meaning, doesn't it? So. And all the great albums are done like that, aren't they?
Yeah, and especially with rock and roll music. Yes. It's in the moment. It's the atmosphere.
Absolutely.